Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm on early to give people time to hop on. So if you're watching the replay, I'm sorry for the next minute or so because we're just going to give people time to hop on. I don't like people missing stuff if they don't have to, you know how that is. Hi, Sadie. Say hi when you hop on. My name is Brianna. I am so excited to be here. All thanks to my friend Amber. I love her so much. You guys are so freaking blessed with that girl. Like, if you do not know what you have in Amber, you are literally missing out. She is amazing. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Brianna. Oh, hey. Is it Brianna or Brianna? People always ask me that. Hopefully it doesn't annoy you. Like, it low-key sometimes annoys me. Hi, Torella. Torella? Is that how you say that? Gosh, I'm terrible with names. Hi. Hi, Brittany. So, funny story. I am currently sitting outside my house, like literally looking into my garage. I had it right. Yay. I'm currently sitting outside my house in my car, looking into my garage. I could be inside my nice warm house, in my office, but our fire alarms for some reason keep getting triggered. Like, my house is not on fire, but for some reason our fire alarms are getting triggered, and so it sets them all off. And if you've ever had a fire alarm go off, you know how incredibly loud it is. So I told my husband, he's like working on it, so I told my husband, I'm like, guess I'll be sitting in the car doing my training because I'm not going to have that nonsense happening. So this is real life. This is me sitting outside in my car coming to y'all from my driveway. So, hey, Amber. Hi, Katie. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. Well, happy Thursday. Oh, I would not miss this. I would not miss this. I'd be going somewhere else. I know, right? That's literally what I thought. I was thinking, oh my gosh, Satan is trying to tear it down today. Because, yeah, no, literally what I was thinking. So, not happening. I was going to be here no matter what. So we're here. We're doing it. It's okay. So yeah, happy Thursday, y'all. I am so pumped because, when Amber asked me to do this, I was like, yes, girl, always will. I'll do anything for Amber, but this is literally one of my favorite topics. Social media, Scentsy lifestyle, branding, being your authentic self. Like, that is what I love to talk to people about. And it's interesting to me because I'm like, be your authentic self. And people are like, I don't know how to do that. And it's like, girl, come on, show up. I always tell my team, show up as your best self. Like, show up every day in your business, on social media, in real life as your best self. There is obviously something very special about being vulnerable, and showing those hard parts, but also we are business owners, right? So, first things first, what I would love for you guys to do is comment who you are besides a Scentsy consultant. So, like, what makes you you? What do you love? Who are you besides a Scentsy consultant? Because it's super important for you to think about it and for you to also, like, put it out there. And then obviously it goes into what I'm talking about today, which is your Scentsy lifestyle. How are you incorporating Scentsy into your life, and how is that coming across on social media? Because if you're here, I'm going to just assume that you're using social media as a platform in your business. Okay. And sometimes it can be hard to figure out the balance of that, right? How do we show up as our best authentic selves, but we're trying to sell products, but we're also trying to be real, and we're trying to stand out from everybody, other Scentsy consultants, and like all this stuff. And it can get really hard to figure out who we are and what does it look like to actually show up consistently in our business, but like being everything. And so it's so important that we recognize all the things that we are, and that Scentsy's included in that, right? And what that looks like to other people. So I love what I'm seeing. I saw somebody say that they love music. I'm right there with you. I'm a music person. Jesus is my rock too. I love that. I'm a believer. So yeah, being a mom, I'm a mom of 3. Yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a mom of 3. Okay, I have a 10, 8, and 6-year-old. So I stay busy. My husband is a police officer. He's been a police officer for over 10 years. We got married when we were 19. We're going to celebrate 13 years of marriage next month. So we got married as babies. He was in the Air Force. We were broke as a joke, like literally moved into our base housing house with nothing, you guys. We had nothing. We didn't have a wedding because the Air Force canceled our wedding. So we didn't have anything, okay? We literally went to the Airman's Attic, which was like a thrift store that was free for military, and we got our everything secondhand. And the things that we bought with our own money that we were barely scraping by with. Like, that's our humble beginning that we literally talk about all the time, because it was some of the best days and years of our life, right? And so anyways, so here we are, almost 13 years later. He got out of the Air Force a couple years after that, and we moved back to his hometown. And we had a 2-month-old baby, my oldest. And he started working as a police officer in a nearby city, and we lived there up until February of last year, February of 2022. We decided, well, before that, but we had decided that Texas was going to be where God was pulling us. We had prayed about it. We had visited, we had researched, and Texas was where we felt like was going to be our home. My business had been blessed tremendously. I promoted to SSD in 2020, I believe. Promoted to SSD, and my business was blessed because of it. And God paved a way. God literally paved a way in my business to make us moving to Texas possible, us buying our first house possible, like literally my dream house. Like, I'm literally sitting in my driveway looking at what I have always dreamt about. Okay. So yeah, we live in Texas now. So I moved from California. I grew my business. I joined in 2017. Okay. I joined with one of my friends that I had known, but we weren't super close. She's my sponsor. She's now my best friend. She lives here in Texas. And I literally grew my business in California. And then we picked up everything, moved away from family, and came to Texas. And we've been here almost a year now. And I literally wake up every day still having to pinch myself, still so grateful for the life God has provided for us. And I know that this isn't necessarily like the training part of it, but y'all have to know that this is part of the story that I share with my customers and my people on a day-to-day basis, because I want them to be able to connect to me in a way that is real. And that's what this is about, okay? Because this is my testimony. This is my story. This is my story of how me and my husband got together, where I came from, where we're at, how we got here, and how Scentsy entered the picture. And for me, Scentsy changed the game of our life, right? Scentsy changed what our life looks like. And I believe that that is through God's blessing and faithfulness. And you may not, and that's totally okay. But there is every Scentsy consultant has a testimony about how Scentsy has done something for them. I don't care if you joined a week ago, you found a community. Is that community blessing you? Are you waking up excited to do your job, whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time, whether it's a hobby? Are you waking up excited because Scentsy is now part of your story? Like, those are the things that we need to be talking about with our people. Because let me tell you something, if I went to all of your profiles, if I took Scentsy off the table, I bet I'd see pictures of your kids. I bet I'd see pictures of your favorite food. I bet I'd see pictures of new decor, or you taking your kids to school, or your dogs, or your cats, or whatever, okay? Whatever matters to you, I know I'd see that on social media. So there is no reason Scentsy should not be a part of that equation, because if you're here in this business, and especially if you're on this training, if you're watching this, whether live or replay, like, if you are in this business, you're here because there's a part of you that really likes it. There's a part of you that understands that there's a blessing either that's already happened or that's coming, and you're working towards that, and you're excited about it. And it blows my mind that some consultants think that they shouldn't be talking about that they shouldn't be sharing that. Okay. But I do recognize that there is some confusion, and it's hard to know how much to share. Am I word vomiting? Am I actually, am I getting through to people? Am I connecting to people? And here's the thing. Here's how I'm going to preface this. You can do all of this. You can do everything right? Which I kind of believe that there's no right way necessarily to do it. So take what I say and apply what you want, and it's not always going to work for everybody exactly how it works for me. But that's the beauty of this business, is that there's a lot of different ways to do things. I forgot where I was going with that, but you need to understand that there is a balance that you need to find for what you're doing in your business, and how you're incorporating Scentsy. So we talk about that Scentsy is a lifestyle brand, okay? Scentsy, and what that means is that we can take Scentsy as a whole company and the products that they have, and we can insert it into every part of our life, because what you are doing every day as a Scentsy consultant and the customers that you're selling to is you're selling them products that they can use every single day. Washer whips, we all do in laundry, okay? Some days less than others, but we are all doing laundry, okay? We've got counters to clean. We've got babies to give toys to, right? We've got fragrance that we want to fill our homes with. We've got cars that we're driving that we want to smell good. Like, we've got an area of our life that Scentsy can be inserted into. And so what our job is to show other people that their need can be solved using Scentsy, right? And that they can insert Scentsy into their life and make it better. We can enhance their lives using Scentsy. And so your job as a consultant, and how you can stand out from the dynamic that we can look at and be like, oh, that's kind of icky, where we're just like throwing up a warmer post and being like, this warmer's on sale this month, it's this much, here's my link, right? We can look different by showing people that they have a need and that we're there to fix it, and it's super easy fix. Get this beautiful warmer in your home, add a couple cubes, and you're going to enjoy this fragrance that's going to be a powerful trigger memory a year from now when you're holding your new baby, and you're thinking about a year from now when they're turning 1, how you used to warm Luna all the time in their nursery, right? There's stories to be told inside this business that creates connection with people, but it's about finding that balance, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about the balance that I have found inside my business, and how I merge my life, and how Scentsy has been merged with my life, and how I share that, okay? So for me, each one of my platforms is kind of different. Each one of my platforms. I use 2 platforms mainly, okay? I use Facebook and Instagram. Those are my 2 like sweet spots. I started primarily on Facebook. The day that I joined, September 7th, 2017, okay? The day that I joined, I created a VIP page, okay? I created a group. I created a VIP group because I do have a business page on Facebook. I created a group, and every single day since then, right? Over 5 years, I have posted in my VIP group. There has not been a day that I have not posted in there. Okay. So the people that have been in there from the start, they know that I am consistent as all get out. I don't post on my regular page every single day on Facebook, but they know that I'm showing up in my VIP page, in my VIP group. And the reason that I created my VIP group is because I wanted a common place for the people who love Scentsy, want to know more about Scentsy, want to be customers, or interested in the opportunity, whatever. I wanted a place for them to be that I could openly share Scentsy, and I know that I have ears that are listening and eyes that are watching, right? It's my target audience. It's half of my target audience. I'll say that. It's half my target audience, because I want to appeal to the other half that doesn't know that they want Scentsy yet, or doesn't know that they need this business yet, right? So that's what my business page on Facebook is for, because that's appealing to an audience that does not know yet, okay? That's appealing to people I don't know yet, okay? But my VIP group, this is how I break it down. It is 80% Scentsy and 20% real life. Okay, so when I show up in my VIP group, again, I'm going to tell you how I do this. This is not meant for you to go out there and start scheduling 17,000 posts a day or trying to figure out how to make this work. It's all about finding your balance, okay? So again, take what I'm saying, see what you can fit in, try it on, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, adapt. Okay, adapt to what does work. So in my VIP group, 80% Scentsy. So if I'm posting 6 times a day, because I do post a lot in my VIP group, and I schedule posts because I'm a busy mom. Okay, I'm busy. I've got stuff going on. So I find time in my day, in my week to schedule posts. I take a lot of pictures. I'm scheduling them. I'm coming up with captions that sometimes they're short, sometimes they're paragraphs, like it varies, okay? But I am scheduling posts, and I'm posting probably 4 to 6 times a day in my VIP group. Side note, Steffi Malbrough has a really great training on content blocking and coming up with a content calendar, okay? But so getting that figured out. So if you don't know what to post about, that's an easy route to go. Anyways, I schedule let's say I do 6 posts a day. 4 of those posts are going to be Scentsy related. Okay. And when I say Scentsy related, I'm talking about real life pictures in my home. Okay. Or I'm talking about my kid with their new buddy clip, or I'm talking about the brand new warmer that my mom got, right? Those are real life experiences that I'm having with Scentsy in my home, or the new washer whiffs that I got, or me doing laundry or whatever, but it's Scentsy related. It's heavy on the Scentsy, okay? But then my other 2 posts, the other 20% of my content is me throwing up a friend's GIF and asking people what they're having for dinner, okay? Or it's me talking about me doing the Bible recap and reading the Bible in a year. I literally just posted that this morning, inviting people to join me in Bible recap, because I'm a Christian and a believer in Jesus, and my sole goal is to build disciples in this world. And so why not invite people into the light, right? So I do that in my VIP page. And you know what? Those people know, because I've been posting for 5 years, that that's who I am. And so they're not offended by it. It's my target audience, and it's okay. But here's the thing, doing all of that and me knowing that it's okay for me to show up as who I am is because I have built consistency and I have built relationship with people. Okay. And that's what showing up in your real life to your people, to your Scentsy people, to your target audience, to your audience in general. That's what happens. That's the point of all of this, okay? Because when I post pictures of my kids and they're being goofy and I post it in my VIP page, sure, they're all there because they love Scentsy, right? And they appreciate the value and the content that I bring that is Scentsy related. But on the other hand, why they're there is because of me. Okay, they're there because there's something about me that they like. There's something about me that has drawn them in as a Scentsy consultant. Maybe we were friends before, whatever, but there's something about me that they like, right? And so why would I invite them into a space where I have their full undivided attention and only talk about one part of me, right? Because Scentsy is not all of who I am. Scentsy is not 100% of what I do. Yes, I work Scentsy as a full-time job. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I work Scentsy like a full-time job. It is a lot of what I do during my week, okay? But it's not all that I'm doing. And so I'm going to share other things inside of my VIP group, inside that concentrated area, because I want other ways to connect with them. Because if I start talking about my love for friends, which if you ask my VIPs or if you ask people who know me, they're going to tell you I love friends, I love Jesus, and I love Highland cows. Those are the 3 things that I know you will hear out of people who know me or people who kind of know me but have seen my post. Okay? Because it's what I talk about. It's what I'm sharing. It's part of my life, right? Part of the reason we came to Texas and bought a house with almost 3 acres was so that I could get a couple Highland cows. My people know that. They were part of the journey of me purchasing this house and that being the goal. Okay? It's a disservice to your people and it's a disservice to your business to not be who you are so that you can build relationship, right? We've all heard it. People buy from and join teams with people who that they know, they like, and they trust. If you are not giving people an opportunity to get to know you, they may like you as a Scentsy consultant, right? We can probably say that that's true, right? If they're in your VIP or if they're talking to you about buying something or if they follow you or whatever, they probably like you already. But are you giving them an opportunity to get to know you deeper than a Scentsy consultant? Because that is so important. So now after 5 years of growing my business and building relationships with my customers, I am literally tagged in something daily that has to do with friends or Highland cows or a Bible verse or scripture, right? I'm literally tagged in something every single day from customers, from friends who are in my VIP all the time, right? Because that is part of who I am. And I know that because they're tagging me in something that has to do with the Highland cow, that when they see something Scentsy or they see something that smells good, they're also going to think of me. Why? Because I'm uber consistent with that, as well. Okay. So again, in my VIP page, it's 80-20. Okay. 80% Scentsy, 20%, my real life. I'm including things about me. I'm talking about what I'm making for dinner, talking about going shopping. I'm talking about date nights with my husband. That's another big thing that people know me for, is date nights, right? I love date nights. Oh gosh, I love a date night. So that's my VIP page, or my VIP group on Facebook. My regular Facebook page, if you go onto my Facebook page, that algorithm or that balance is flipped on its head. Okay. So on my regular Facebook page, it's 80% my real life. It's 80% my kids, my husband, our life, Texas, blah, blah, blah. 80% my real life, right? Because those people on my regular page who have friend requested me, that's my family, right? I have a lot of consultant friends, but like, that's my family. Those are friends from high school. Those are friends from college, right? And so they're keeping up with me because they want to see my kids. They want to see what we're up to. They want to see what we're doing. They know me. They knew me as Brianna first, right? Not Brianna the Scentsy gal. Okay. And so most of them. Okay. And the people who don't are either Scentsy consultants or, customers or whatever who knew me as Scentsy gal after Scentsy gal after. And so it's okay. But now they're getting a peek into my entire life. But I do include 20% Scentsy on my personal page, but it looks different than me throwing up a warmer and saying this warmer's on sale this month, it's really pretty, blah blah blah. Instead, the warmer of the month for this month, the Disney drive-in one, if I'm going to post a picture of that on my personal page, I'm going to talk about how Noah is really loving the new warmer that he got for Christmas, because that's what I gave him for Christmas, was that Disney drive-in warmer, right? I'm not talking about that it's on sale. I'm not talking about that you can get it 10% off, that it's the warmer of the month, right? I am making it more about my real life and building connection. And then somebody might be like, wow, that's a really pretty warmer. Is it available? How much is it? Right? And it's opening the door to questions like that versus me giving all that information. And so I'm showing Scentsy as the lifestyle, not Scentsy as the products on my personal page. Okay. On my personal Facebook page. If you were to friend request me, those are the kinds of things you would see, but you would see 80% of my real life on there. Okay. So then I have a business page on Facebook. My business page, that intent is for me to show up as a businesswoman, okay, selling my products, but also sharing the lifestyle. So what I'll do every few days, maybe a couple times a week, just depending on when I think about it. I don't have a great schedule for my Facebook page, if I'm being honest, but when I show up on my Facebook business page, I will take a post from my business page and kind of arrange it. Maybe I'll take out a little bit of personal info or whatever, because all I want to do is attract somebody, right? I just want to attract their attention and get them to follow my business page or interact with it or message me, right? A business page is like an open sign on a business, right? Because people can type in Scentsy on Facebook and it will come up with people's business pages. Because like my VIP group is private. You cannot find it unless you have the link or you're invited. And so people can't just type in my VIP page and join. But they can type in Scentsy, and hopefully if they're local, because it goes off of, I think it goes off of location, but they'll be able to find my business page. And I want it to be active, and I want it to look like somebody cares, and I want it to show a little bit of my personality. So I'm not throwing up flyers. And let me tell y'all something. There are some really beautiful flyers that people make. And I'm not saying that I've never used a flyer in my life, but you bet your bottom dollar you go to my Scentsy Instagram page or inside my VIP and you won't find a flyer ever on my grid in my VIP. Like I don't fly with flyers. Okay. And the reason being is because everybody's using flyers and it is not attractive enough to get somebody's interest, right? I may not have the Valentine's Day warmer, right? But I'm going to show somebody else the Glisten warmer, which is very, very similar. And I'm going to say, what would y'all say if this was pink? Like, can you imagine this warmer pink? We have something that looks very similar. We have something that looks so close to it, right? If I have Olaf and Elsa's coming out, I'm going to take pictures with Olaf and say, imagine if there was an Elsa buddy, right? And I might put that flyer or the marketing image of Elsa in the comments, but I want to attract their attention and want them begging for more information, right? I don't hand over flyer pictures or marketing pictures willy-nilly. I need people to be attracted to what I'm talking about, right? You might only have a split second. I'm going to get to this with Instagram, but you might only have a split second to capture somebody's attention, especially on Instagram, right? Because we're in stories and people can swipe through those like nobody's business. And so you might only have a moment to capture somebody's attention. You're not going to do it with a flyer. Okay? Ain't no customer of mine ever been like, that flyer hooked me. That flyer is the reason that I am here. Like, no, that doesn't happen, right? So it's showing up with what you have, right? And making the best of it. That is the key, okay? Showing your personality, that shouldn't be hard, right? I know that, okay, yeah, it shouldn't be hard. I'm not going to get into all that, but show up with your personality, insert your personality into your business and make people know that you stand out from the crowd because you are you, right? You're not supposed to be Amber. You're not supposed to be your upline. You're not supposed to be your sponsor. That's why the copy and paste era that we're in drives me bonkers. The flyers, the copy and paste, we're not about that. Y'all have your real life. Y'all have your own stuff. Take pictures of it and share it and add your own captions, add your personality, add all the emojis, do the crazy things, right? Let people get to know you. Okay. So on my Instagram page, here's the thing about living your Scentsy life, paired with attraction marketing. So I know a lot of really amazing Scentsy consultants who post like real life pictures. Actually, Amber is very good at this. She posts like real life pictures of her baby and all these things, her house and the messes and things like that. And I love that. And I think that is so spot on with how we are supposed to show up in our business, because we want people to know that we are running a business, but we're also real people. And it's the real people part that's going to get people connected to you and staying loyal to you, right? So for me, my Instagram, it actually kind of came a little bit later. I had an Instagram page that was like my personal Instagram page before Scentsy came along. And so I had like pictures of me breastfeeding my son and things like that. And then I decided that I was going to just make an Instagram for my Scentsy page. And when I did that, I recognized that what my goal was, I made it public. Okay. I made my Instagram public, and it took some time to do that because of my husband's career, and safety reasons and stuff like that. We had to figure out what was going to, work well with doing that. And sometimes you have to weigh that, and sometimes it's not really feasible to make it public. But let me tell you, making my Instagram public was one of the best things I've ever done for my business, because it opens the door for more eyes on your business. And I can tell you, in the last 2 years, probably 70% of my new recruits or new customers have come from Instagram. Okay. Because it's public, because random people can find me, right? Through, hashtags and from, the grids, the discover grids. Okay. So when I created my Instagram, I decided that my grid was going to be the best pictures that I can take. Yes, I use filters. No, they're not crazy filters. Okay. They're mostly filters that either enhance the colors or make it brighter or whatever, but I still do my best to take really great pictures otherwise. And those are the ones, I'm very picky about the pictures that I put on Instagram. Because my goal is to bring somebody in, to get them to follow me, to get them interested in what I'm posting about, to get them interested in who I am. Because as soon as you follow somebody, what's the first thing you do? Go to their stories. Oh, okay, this looks really pretty. Now I want to go figure out, like, what are they talking about, right? Because stories is where I can get my face in front of somebody. So you might see my Instagram grid and go, wow, these are just all really beautiful pictures of Scentsy. Or I do throw up pictures of my kids and my husband on date night, and I do some funny reels and like whatever. But if you get my stories, you're going to get to know me. Okay, so on Instagram, my Instagram is probably 90% Scentsy, maybe 80% Scentsy. But if you get my stories, I would say it's probably 60-40. Okay, because I'm talking about Scentsy 60% of the time, but then I'm also in my stories talking about being a mom. I'm also in my stories talking about going to church, or on Sundays, I share my sermon notes, okay, and talk about what the sermon was about on Sunday. Okay. And every morning I'm talking about the Bible recap. I'm making my bed. I'm spraying it down. I'm talking about goals. I'm giving consultants tips on Tuesdays. Like, I'm doing a lot more in my stories that balance out and give people an opportunity to get to know me past being a Scentsy consultant. Because here's the thing. I get 50 likes on a Instagram post sometimes. Oh, a lot of the time. I get like 50 likes, right? But I have over 350 people viewing my stories on a day-to-day basis. What does that tell you? That tells you that people are watching more than they're scrolling. And that's the key with Instagram right now. I don't know what it is. I don't love it. But you have to be in tune with with algorithms. Okay. And I know that that's like a very tricky thing to add to your plate, because it's like, we're not meant to be necessarily social media experts, but we do have to know what's going on with social media, so we know how to work our business to the best of our ability. Right? And so if you're sitting on Instagram just posting pictures, but you're not putting your face to your stories, or you're not doing reels, or you're not capturing people's attention by doing what they're looking for, you're missing the mark. Right? So you can say I'm on Instagram and I'm posting every single day, but I'm only getting like 2 likes. You have to do your stories, right? You have to share in your stories, and yeah, share the Scentsy, but share your real life. Share what's really going on. And yeah, it's scary to like put your face in front of a camera and talk to nobody, right? For 60 seconds, you're talking to nobody. Until you press that post button, you're talking to nobody, right? And you may only talk to 3 people at first, right? But the reality of it is that it's literally opening the door for people to connect with you. Give them something to connect with, right? The Scentsy connection is great. And in our team and with new recruits, it's literally a lifeline, right? It's what we're holding on to. It's like, okay, Scentsy brought us together. This is what we're doing. We're doing life with Scentsy. We're doing team stuff, like all that stuff. That is the connection. And that is what the basis of the relationship, the foundation, that's what it is. And so we have to make that really strong. But when we're talking about building connections with customers, with potential hosts, even with potential teamies, your foundational connection needs to be based off of who you are. They can look on your Instagram and see that you're a Scentsy consultant. Cool. Who else are you? right? Because I can go make a quick purchase and never think twice about you because I don't know anything about you. I don't know that I would like you in real life. To me, you're just like Target, right? I just walked into Target and bought some wax melts. I don't go back to Target and talk to their employees and ask them about what was on their stories yesterday, right? I don't ask them about recipes. No, I go to Target and I get my stuff and I get out. Am I loyal to Target? Heck yeah, I'm loyal to Target. They've got good stuff, but they're not there to build personal connection, right? But this business is. That is your job, right? You're selling a product, but so are thousands of us. We are all selling the same product. So we have to show up differently. And that's not some big, scary, go figure it out thing. You showing up differently is you showing up as you. I was going to say as a person, but you are a person. Go show up as you. That's how you do it differently. You talk about what's real to you, what you love, right? And people will connect with you over it. And it might take a lot of people doing a lot of watching, but I promise you, people are watching. People are watching every single day, and they ain't doing a dang thing about the watching. I mean, about the saying, okay? They're not telling you that they're watching, though you can see your views on the stories, but they're not telling you that they liked what you said here, or you got them thinking about the opportunity, or that they're grateful that you posted your mess because they're sitting in their mess. Like, almost every single day I get a message in my Instagram box that says, I've been watching you for years and you've inspired me to do this, or I've gone back to church, or thank you for posting about that, or whatever. I had no idea, right? But they're watching. It is so important that we make Scentsy a part of our lives, not our lives. Okay, you're not just a Scentsy consultant. Y'all said that at the beginning. You are not just a Scentsy consultant. You have value. And that is a big part of my motivation when I show up on social media. I'm asking myself, how am I adding value? No, not everything has to be like, here's information for you, right? Like, value does not have to be information based. Value is, this is my heart today, right? This is what I have to give. This is who I am, right? Today I'm in a really funny mood and I'm being witty and blah, blah, blah. Or value is use cotton balls instead of cotton cleanups. I posted that reel yesterday, right? Or value is, this is my new favorite song. Like, go listen to Cody Johnson today. Value is whatever you bring to the table that you're willing to share. And whatever you bring to the table is worthy of sharing. And you have a platform. Network marketing, social media is literally free network marketing. You have the ability to have thousands and thousands of eyes on your business. And you're not going to make connections with everybody. Not everybody's going to become your friend. You don't have to be best friends with everybody. That's not what this means. But this means giving people an opportunity to get to know you and know more about you only deepens your business in terms of loyalty. I have customers who have been loyal to me for years because of friends. I literally have a customer who has gifted me priceless friend stuff, right? Because it's a bond that we share. Yes, she loves Scentsy. But I don't know that had we not shared that friend's connection, that I would continue being her Scentsy person. Because she's no longer local to me. I can't offer her free shipping, right? So my value, I take that part of the value and I say, well, what else do I bring to the table for this person, right? Oh, our friend's connection. And that seems so silly and it seems so irrelevant, but you have no idea, especially now, who is craving connection with people? Like, don't you crave connection with people? I do, right? I crave getting to know somebody and being connected. No, we don't have to be best friends. But I love being able to connect with somebody over something that we share in common or something that I really love about that person. people are craving that. Give them a chance to do that with you, right? So what I get a lot when I tell people about this is, well, I don't know what to share. I don't know what will connect people to me. That's a real thing. And I get that. And I don't know that we should go willy-nilly and throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. But I believe that most people have been showing up in a way subconsciously that you've already made connections with people and you don't even know it yet. Okay? So what I encourage people to do, and you might have heard this before, but if you have a VIP group, or if you want to do it on your personal page, that's a great place to start too. Or on your Instagram, go on there and ask people to tell you 3 things that they think of when they think of you that is not Scentsy related. And you are going to get the things that people connect with you over, period. People will tell you. That's the thing, is people will be like, they're not going to just think of the first 3 things. That is intentional in their mind because it has been repetitive for whatever reason, or it's something that's stuck with them. Okay? So for Kayla, if somebody says, I think of you when I think of Starbucks, it's because they know or they connect with you over that. They know that you love Starbucks, or they love Starbucks, and they formed that connection with you. Right? So if you are unsure, or if you need to revamp, I saw somebody said, I need to revamp my VIP group. That's a great place to start, because that gives you content to be able to walk into your VIP group and say, okay, today I'm going to post 3 posts about Scentsy. Okay, I'm going to talk about this, this, and this today. Today's Thrifty Thursday in my VIP group. So I talk about things that are on sale, things that are on discount, whatever. I talk about the opportunity and the host kit. Thrifty Thursday is my day today. So I like to think of themes to make it easier for me. But then I also think about, okay, what things that I know people are connecting with me over, what can I bring to the table today, right? So I'm going to post a friend's gift, or I already posted about my Bible study. Okay? Or a book club. I'm starting a book club. Like, I don't have enough to do. But anyways, going in there and asking people to give you exactly the connections that they already have with you. It's a very easy way to make it so you're not overthinking this being a part of the Scentsy life, showing up in your Scentsy life. The last thing I'm going to tell you guys is something that I literally have considered getting tattooed on my forehead. Okay, maybe not on my forehead, but literally me and my sponsor, when we do trainings, this is our word. This is our buzzword, okay? Every single time. Consistency matters, okay? This business does not require much more than consistency, honestly. Because if you show up consistently, it shows dedication, it shows that you value your business, it shows that you care, right? It shows that you're doing something, that you're moving forward. Consistency is where it's at. So you can take all of this and you can say, okay, I'm going to do this, and you do it for a few days and then you fall off for 2 weeks, or you fall off for a month. Y'all heard when I said, I do not miss a day in my VIP group. That's been through moving. That's been through sickness. That's been through a lot of things. Okay. And there have been days where I've only posted once. Y'all, I'm really sick today. Please pray for me. I might not be back on today, but I promise I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. Literally, that has been some days. Okay? Or my kids are really sick. Yeah, life happens. And it's hard. But showing up consistently is so important. Show up consistently for your team. Show up consistently for your customers. Show up consistently in life. Otherwise, you have no content. But you have to be consistent, especially when it comes to social media. You might think people don't notice you when you're there, but they'll notice when you're gone and you come back. They're going to be like, oh, wait, I haven't seen her in a while. Wonder what happened. And it may not be drastic, but I promise you, when you do that, each time you do that, you break bonds. You break somebody's trust a little bit. because people want to know that once they like you and they get to know you, that they can trust you. And every time you step away from your business, even when you come back in, there's a little bit of that trust that's broken, and then you're fighting to rebuild it. And it's not that it's impossible, and it's not that it can't be done, and it's not that it's not a worthy fight, but I'm telling you that you break trust bonds, and that is literally the butter of our business, is building trust with our customers and our potential teammates and our teammates, and we have to be consistent in it. We have to stay consistent. So if you are going to move in this business, you have to commit to showing up. Now, let me tell you, consistency looks different for everybody. Okay? Consistency does not have to be every day posting 6 posts or showing up in your stories with little tiny like bubbles, right? You don't have to do that. One of my best friends joined the Scentsy business a couple years after I did. And she wasn't very social on social media. She had social media, but she didn't post a whole lot. She posted like every month with an update or whatever. And so when she started this business and we started talking about consistency, she said, okay, I'm going to commit to 1 Instagram post a day. She very, very slowly started to do stories because putting her face to her stories was scary for her. Okay. But she said, I'm going to commit to 1 post a day. And gosh dang it, she's done it, and she's done it well, and she's grown, and she's been in her stories. She's amazing. She's amazing. And she's built so many connections by doing so. So your consistency that you commit to does not have to be some big scary, this is what she does, so I have to do that, and you have to take a leap. No, baby steps. If this is new to you, baby steps. If you're scared, baby steps. Maybe you have to reel it back a little bit. But maybe your end goal is stepping it way up. But just do baby steps. Commit to 1 post a day. Commit to 4 posts in your VIP. Get them scheduled the night before. Get them scheduled on Sunday. Consistency does not have to look the same for everybody. But you do have to figure out what it looks like for you. And then you have to commit to it. And you have to do it no matter what. Right? That's what consistently is. Target doesn't shut down because you're sick or because they're sick. Right? I've never seen Target close because all their employees were gone. Yeah, you are just one person, but you can show up on your social media and let people know what's happening. And it's important that we do that because that's part of our life. And people understand when real life happens. But they don't understand when you disappear and don't know why. In fact, you should never just disappear. But so yeah, that's my take on doing this Scentsy and incorporating it into your life, right? Because that's how it should be done. And you showing other people that it can be done, and you showing people that it's fun and that you work at it, but it's rewarding. You showing people all of that makes people wonder if it's possible for them. And that's how you get teamies, right? There is so much opportunity that is available to you when you show up consistently in your business, in real life, showing who you are and giving people the opportunity to get to know you and to like you and to trust you. Okay? It's so important that we recognize the power in that because you are the only one who can do what you do. Okay? So I'm so happy. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it so much. Amber, I love you. Yes, I think Amber posted my Instagram. Please go follow me. That'd be awesome. I'd love to connect with you there. That's where I prefer to connect with, Scentsy Consultants PS. I don't really add consultants anymore to my Facebook unless I meet you in person. When I meet you in person, catch me on Facebook. But yes, anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. Reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions. Love y'all. Bye.